Okay, good morning. Today's topic is measurement. Okay, where are we using measurement in daily to daily life? We are seeing so many things happening around us. By way of doing things is based on the measurement, such as finding your height, right? Finding height of us is done in the measurement way, but the unit is centimeters or meters. Similarly, when vendor is selling vegetables and you are buying it, right? Vendor selling vegetables and we are buying it by weighing it, right? It may be in kg or grams. Similarly, you are running against a friend or your running race problem. Okay, so here in running race, time is important for us to measure. So it is measured in seconds or in minutes, right? These are the basic measurements we are using in daily to daily life. So how to define measurement? How to define the measurement? So by defining is what we will start this way. Okay, so for example, if it is height is 180 centimeters, right? Here centimeter is the character, right? It is the character and we are assigning a number to the character, right? So we will define this way, assigning, okay, a number. Either it may be 180, 500, whatever it is, depends on the measurement you are taking. Assigning a number to the character, okay, of an object, or an event, either it may be running race or whatever it is, okay, when it is compared. This is the definition given for measurement, okay. This is the definition of measurement, okay. Now we are going to see the next step, how to measure the measurements. Different ways are there, okay. One, it is the basic building blocks of measurements is something which is not dependent on anything. It is an independent quantity. So we are seeing it physically and then we are measuring it, okay. It can be quantifiable. That is what it is defined. So another definition we are going to see, okay. So first one is this one. This is physical quantity. What is physical quantity? Anything which can be physically measured, okay. The quantities, okay, that can be measured physically, okay, that can be measured, you can able to see and measure, are called physical quantities. Or you can say measured or quantifiable, whatever it is, define the term, it is quantitative or quantifiable, whatever it is, okay. The next definition is we are going to little bit deeper, that way we are classifying it the different types. So the physical quantity, okay, is being divided into two types. What are the two types we have? One thing is fundamental, okay, or basic quantities. Fundamental or basic quantities. Second thing we know is derived quantities. Name or symbolizes what it is, okay. The name gives us the meaning what it is. Fundamental. We will continue with the fundamental quantities. So definition for fundamental quantities is basic thing. These are independent, okay, independent physical measurements. Independent physical measurements. That means it doesn't depend on one more quantities to measure or to define it, okay. They are not defined in the other quantities term. They are basically the basic building, okay, blocks. We will have simple way. These are the basic building blocks. Now we will see one by one, and later on I will define about the derived quantities. Okay, the first one about here is there are totally 7 fundamental quantities. So totally 7 fundamental quantities are there. We will see one by one with their units. Okay, so first one is very base is length. Okay, so length, how will we measure? It's the distance between 2 points. Here we will define distance between 2 points is measured in centimeters or meters. Correct? So it is the measure of the distance between 2 points or the distance. Measuring the distance. Simply I am writing, it is easy to understand. Okay, so it's measuring the distance. Unit is meter or centimeters. So next to unit is we have mass. So what is the mass? It's the measurement of the amount of matter in an object. A measurement of measurement of amount of matter in an object. How will we say that? If you are measuring vegetable or if you are measuring your weight, it can be solid or it can be liquid or gas. Matter is solid, liquid or gas. Anything can be there in mass, but the unit defined is in kgs or in grams. It can be there. Okay, the third one is time. It's the measure of duration of an event. Okay, how long or how much it is taken to complete an event. Measure of duration of an event. Okay, so how long it is been taking place is the connection here. So it is measured in seconds or in minutes. Basic unit is seconds. Okay, because minutes, if I put, it depends on the seconds again. So I be going with this way. So the fourth fundamental quantity is in our daily life we are using, that is electric current. Right, these are the basic things we are using. So how will we measure the current or how will we define? It's the simple way we are defining it. We don't want to go too deep in it. It's the measure the flow of electric charge. Right, simply we will say measure the flow of electric charge. How will we define it? It is defined, unit is ampere. Okay, it's R. Okay, it is in ampere. So next quantity is fifth one I am going through. So fifth one is temperature. So how will we define the temperature? If you do a little bit, if you want to move, it's the measure of, right, it's the measure of how to measure the temperature? Average. Okay, because the particles inside it will move when you rise the temperature. So it is moving, it's a kinetic energy. Next part we will motion, we will discuss what it is. Okay, measure of the average kinetic energy. Average kinetic energy, okay, of the particles. Okay, so when we boil something, I am simply drawing, the particles inside the waters will rise through and move. This condition where it is moving, how long it is taking, that is the measurement here. Okay, kinetic energy of the particles. So it is measured in Kelvin. Okay, sixth one is amount of the substance. Amount of substance. So it is what? Measure the number of elementary entities. Measure the, okay, 1 minute. measure the, you have read it here, we have known what it is. Measure the number of elementary entities. What it is elementary entities means we have measured the substances, where we will read it is in chemistry, basic elementaries. Okay, here it is like atom, okay, or molecules, whatever it is, we are measuring this. It is measured in moles, right? It is measured in moles. Last one, the 7th fundamental quantity is luminous intensity. This is the last fundamental quantity. Here we are measuring the power of light. Okay, measure the power of light emitted from an object. Light emitted. Okay, so how will we measure the but also it is one more thing, light emitted in one direction. Okay, the light emitted in, I am making it simple, light emitted in one direction, we are going to measure it. Emitted in one particular direction, right? So these are the basic fundamentals. So how will we measure the unit? It's something different, we have heard or not, I don't know, please go through. It is candela. Okay, these are the basic units. So what are the different units we are going through from the beginning? One is centimeters, second one is kg. Now time is in seconds. Okay, electric current in ampere, temperature in Kelvin, amount of substances in mole, and the luminous intensity in candela. Okay, these are the different fundamental units. Now we are going to move to the derived quantities, where they are dependent. Okay, next topic is derived. With this, fundamental is over. Now we are going to derived quantities. Okay, I will prove the definition. We will go one by one. So what is derived quantities? Derived in the meaning we are deriving, or we are making it out from one other object. Something is helping and some other term is being combined to get the answer. Okay, a result or a unit that results from the mathematical combination. Definition is, we will write this way: a unit that results, okay, from a mathematical combination of what? Mathematical combination of what? The previous fundamental units or basic units. Okay, mathematical combination of the SI units or fundamental units. We will see one by one. Okay, how it is obtained. So for an example, there are so many things, we will go one by one. Okay, first example we are going through. One is area. Okay, this is the calculation we are going through. Area generally is defined by the symbol A. Okay, how will we define the area of a square or a rectangle? I am making it a rectangle. Okay, this is L. Okay, this is B. How will you measure? It is length into breadth. Okay, its unit is centimeters or meters. Here also meters means this is 1 meter into meters, it becomes meter square. Okay, this is the unit, because basic unit, fundamental unit of length is, we seen in the last chapter, it is m. So breadth is also measured in meters, so m into m becomes m square. Okay, the next one we know is volume. So how will you measure volume? Generally I am making it. Okay, so volume of a rectangular tank, how it is measured? Okay, I am making it here this way. So water is inside. How will you measure? Length, breadth and height. Right, length, breadth and height of a tank you have to make it. I cannot properly make it. If you want 3D, we will make it. 1 minute. Okay, this is the base, so we are filling up with water. If you are see up to this part, we are filling it with water. Okay, so how will you measure the volume of the water in the tank? Okay, how will you measure? So this is length, this is this side is breadth, okay, and this one is height. So volume is 3 basic units combined, defined by the letter V. So here it is measured in, this one is in meters, breadth is also in meters, height is also in meters. So length into breadth into height, so it is meters. Okay, so it is meter cube. This is the unit of the volume. Okay, next topic is one more thing. If you want to work is speed. Okay, we have in your car speedometers. It is defined by distance traveled. Okay, how much the car is traveling, distance traveled by time taken. Okay, time taken. So distance unit is meters or kilometers, depends on the condition, divided by time is in seconds. Correct? So it is kilometers per second. Generally it is, you will have this way, easiest part to understand, it is meter per second. Okay, speed is measured in meter per second. Then